words. Today we have a main event for you. And to help us with that is not just anybody. He is that international comes to us with over 40 years of experience. Let me say it again. He is that international trainer that comes to us with over 40 years of experience. And he's a six-figure ring earner, a member of the ELC, that is Executive Leadership Council. He also comes to us as a shareholder,
1, 2, 1, 2.
the first shareholder in the US of A. He will be leading the next segment called Coach Erik's Play of the Day. And with that, no further ado, we give to you the player coach that has the plaques to prove it. He's known as everybody's coach. Let's give it to him, Coach Erik Robinson.
Robinson.
Let's go. Let's
Let's
grow.
go, Coach E.
Go. Man, y'all got me fired up today. I'm telling you, I'm fired up today. I'm going to jump right in and ask y'all this question. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich?
Rich.
Think about that. And I'll make it right.
Type it in the chat. I want the fans, the people in the back. DJ, show them. Cameraman, show them. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? Type it in the chat.
Yes.
Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Just want to show them. A lot of times people watching, they're like, Eric, man, ain't nobody on there. Just you talking, you capping, as the young folks would say. Oh, you want to be rich? I got a question for y'all. Team, how y'all feel? And what's up?
My
income. And then who gets a green sheet?
Everybody gets a green
sheet.
All right, DJ. You supposed to hit me. All right. DJ, that's okay. DJ trying to be right and not rich. Well, we feel in our own spirit. Ooh.
Need to be right on point then. DJ right on point.
Everybody gets a green sheet. Everybody gets a green sheet. You and you.
Come on, DJ. Yeah. Are y'all feeling that?
Hey. Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
All right, y'all. Today, I'm going to go a little bit off script. Because we're going to talk about, do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? Would it be okay if we just have a conversation today?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
You know, Uncle Jock, you talked about, he said, man, we give you the plays, right? We give you the how-tos. What stops most people from being rich? Let me
Give
tell
it
you.
to us, Coach. Give it to us.
I'm going to give it to you. Most people were not put on the path for wealth or the path to be rich when they was born. Rich is a path. You know, don't think it was just a show. They told you in The Wizard of Oz, what did they tell Dorothy to do?
Follow the yellow brick.
Follow the yellow brick road, right? Well, and there were some things trying to get her off that yellow brick road. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That was the yellow brick road was getting to her destiny. But then there were some things, the wicked witch, Dorothy, it was some evil coming at her. Then you had the scarecrow. They were like, man, we can't do it, right? Then some of her team, the lions, like, man, I ain't got no courage, Dorothy. What are you talking about, right? They got the little munchkin. Then she got scared. It was the midgets. The midgets was going to get her. You know, I heard a comedian once say that, man, she was scared of the midgets. And I'm not knocking anybody who's a height challenge. But they said the dog got paid more than the midget. Toto made more money than the Munchkin Land people. And they almost threw her off her course. So I'm just asking you, who's throwing you off your course? See, first of all, you got to understand, you was never put on the right course anyway to start with. You was
Hold on,
never.
Eric. Hold on, Eric. You saying most people were put in a? Are you saying most people were put in a maze to get lost anyway?
Jock, they was put in a maze to get lost from the start. And if you go back to the Wizard of Oz, what did Dorothy need to have hit her success? Anybody remember?
To Oz.
Huh?
She had to make it to Oz. She had to see the wizard.
No,
She had to see the
she had to
wizard.
believe in herself and go,
And
want
to
to go home.
believe.
Did y'all remember what was it that made her what she needed to succeed? She needed the wizard to get her mind right. The wizard only gave her mind right. Everybody said, you gotta go see the wizard. And the wizard was some guy they found to pull the curtains. He just the guy pulling levers.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to believe.
But she needed to believe, but what did she need? What did she need? Anybody remember what she actually needed?
Shoes. Red
Her shoes.
Say it again, Dr. Mark.
Need some red ruby
Her
shoes.
shoes.
She needed the shoes. At what point in the movie did Dorothy get the shoes?
After she saw the wizard.
At the beginning,
Now,
So-
when the
which was
when
killed.
the witch died,
She got the shoes, y'all, in the beginning when the house landed. She started off with the daggone shoes.
Had it all the time.
She had everything she needed the whole time.
Man, I hope y'all picking this up.
Nugget.
Some of y'all had everything you needed. I ain't saying some of y'all, all of y'all have everything you need to be rich the whole time. But the munchkins are getting you. Oh, don't go to munchkin land. The wicked witch, it's like, give me those slippers. She had no clue why the wicked witch wanted the slippers. Those are my sister's slippers. I want my slippers. The flying monkeys. Oh, those, man, to this day, I don't like going past the monkey cage at the zoo. Man, I'm telling you, the Wizard of Oz, for that to be in a black and white, I remember when it went color. For that to be a movie with no high tech, it was high tech at the time, but that thing was so impactful. See, you got two tracks when you start off in life. There's two tracks to make money. You got the employee track, and you got the entrepreneur track. Now, some people can get rich in the employee track. It's possible for a small few. But you kind of know that when you get into the job if you're going to get rich. How do you know if you're going to get rich when you get into a job? How do you know if that job is going to make you rich? See, my daughter is in school now. She's a rising 11th grader, but she's at Brown University, and they challenged her, the Ivy League school. And she called me up, Dad, when we dropped off, Dad, I'm on my own. Let me go. Leave me alone. See y'all later, Mom, Dad. Bye, bye, bye. Then she called me a little bit later. Dad, how much money I got? Okay. All right. Then she, I see you later. Bye. Click. Then she called me the other night. I was like, Dad, I got this empirical study. I'm like, whatever, some fancy names. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Some empirical, I got to do an empirical analysis. So I had to go look it up so I could try to help her with this project, dude. And it was like just analyzing what people have wrote and just taking the facts, not the feelings, being unbiased. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what it is. Can you look at the facts without being unbiased? So I asked you the question, how do you know if a job is going to make you rich? I'm going to tell y'all, you look at the facts without being biased. Look at the people who've been there for a while and see, are they getting rich? If anybody ain't getting rich, Eric, I got the job at the post office. Okay, look at everybody in the post office building. Who's rich? Whose salary is making them rich? Not because they work at the post office and they've been there for 40, 50 years and they bought some real estate and got, no, who is getting rich from a postman's salary? Oh, ain't none of them get rich. Well, it's kind of hard to get rich doing that job. Are y'all catching me? Professional basketball player, I can look and say, who gets rich from doing that job? Oh, they got a lot of people getting rich. I can work at the hospital, right? I'm Marcus Welby, MD, whoever you want to be, Doogie Howser, and I can say, man, There's doctors in here getting rich. So maybe if I get to become a work at this hospital as a doctor, a surgeon, I can probably get rich. Because he might make it $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 a year. Yep, I can probably get rich. If I start the hospital as a janitor, I don't know any of the janitors getting rich. Are y'all catching me now? So it's very unlikely that your job is going to make you rich. And if it is, you already know if it can make you rich by just looking at the empirical data. Has anybody doing what you did at the job? And do they get not just a single solo, but does the employee salary allow for you to get rich? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down now?
Mm-hmm.
And for most jobs, the answer is no. It's just no. It can help you make a living, but it ain't gonna help you get rich. Remember, who remembers my initial question?
How do you know if a job will get you rich?
The very first question was, do you want to be right?
Right,
Oh,
or
you
want
want
to
right.
be
Want to be
rich.
rich? I did ask that question, y'all. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? Thank you, Susan, for answering that. So I'm telling y'all, most of y'all want to be right because all your life you went through the employee track based off of the school system. They tell you got to be right. Go to school, get a good job, right? That's what they tell you. You got to be right. Go take this test. You failed the test, you flunk. Oh man, they set you back. The employee track is built off of the school system. It was designed, they created the school system to create better employees.
Mm-hmm.
They literally created the school system to create better employees. That's the advent of our school system.
Mm-hmm.
The Industrial Revolution, they said, hey, man, we used to be farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't need to go to school to figure out how to plant the seeds and grow the crops. Wasn't that difficult. Until now, they got these fancy synthetic crops, right? You got these machines, so now you need chemicals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seedless watermelon. But back then, we had watermelon with seeds, and you just planted the seeds, and you grew the crop. Eat the watermelon, keep the seeds, plant the seeds, grow the crop. Very simple process.
Mm-hmm.
But then they started coming with the factories. So they had to get better employees. They had more employees, more work, and you had to teach people leadership skills. So you was already set on the wrong track. You wasn't put on a yellow brick road, paved with gold. Are y'all catching me? So, and they teach you got to be right, y'all. Don't be wrong. But there's a book I heard one of my mentors say, the A students work for the C students. Let that sink in.
Hold up, Eric. Hold up, E. Hold. Because I remember when I heard this. You got to really make that plane land on this one.
The A students are the ones who got it all right. They got it right. They're going to get a job because when you're hiring people, you want people who can do the job right. When you are hiring somebody, you want people who can do the job right. When you're building a business, you know you're probably going to do some things wrong. When I'm building my business, I know I'm going to mess up, but I want to hire somebody who's not going to mess up. So I hired the A students, but they working for the C students who made some mistakes along the way. Decided I can't get a job working for nobody because I only got a C. I'm sitting here with a 2.0 and y'all hiring all these people who went to Harvard with a 4.5. Now, I don't know how they get a 4.5 and A supposed to be the highest, but they done made a grade higher than the A. So they got a 4.5 and I got a 2.0. So what do? I start my business and I go hire the people with the 4.5s. And then what happens to all the people with the 3.0, the B students? They go work for the government. That's what they say. The A students work for the C students and the B students work for the government.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, let that sink in.
Let that sink in. Yeah, the real smart ones went and got the private corporate jobs. They're making $200,000-$300,000 a year. The rest of the people got the government job, good government job, making $50,000 to $100,000 a year. Maybe you make $50,000 to $150,000 a year. Woo! You the B student, but the A student. Let me set this straight. My wife works in the school district. She was an A student. Now she's an A student who worked for the government. I don't know how she figured, but she worked in the school district. But guess what? a college dropout. I don't know if Steve Jobs went to college. I'm not gonna say because they do a lot of things with Microsoft, with Bill Gates, the college dropout, right? They do a lot of Microsoft, but then they went to Google. But here's the thing: they have their own platform where they do professional development. Her department used to teach professional development. They go around the school teaching professional development. They got their own professional development staff inside the school district. But this company came in called Apple, sold them some iPads, and then charged them millions of dollars to teach professional development. That was part of the package. We're gonna buy our product, and then we're gonna give y'all some PD, and y'all gonna pay for it. So the private industry is making millions teaching the same thing that they pay the teachers $80,000-$100,000, but then y'all pay millions to the private industry to come teach for a couple of classes. That's how it works. Are y'all catching why I'm trying to say you this? See, Steve Jobs wanted to be rich. Didn't have to be right. You know how many mistakes he made along the way? Some people say he wasn't even a good dad. I don't know. I haven't looked at his life, but he made some mistakes along the way. Apple still makes mistakes. I still get updates, but they don't care because they got my phone, and I'm over here giving them free publicity on my phone. Some people like Apple, Android fighting. We don't own either company. You don't own no Samsung. You may got a little stock, but you ain't Samsung. Are y'all catching me?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Right or rich? So how does this play in? Some of y'all, when you get to play, you don't run the play because you start thinking, well, you got to do this. Well, Eric, well, this is how it got to be. People don't want you to keep calling them. People don't like this. I don't like it when this, and that's when I start you don't like certain things. Nobody's going to answer the phone if you keep calling them. Well, how many times you answer the phone? I literally have heard, and I might be on the couch tonight. I literally heard Dr. Meri say, man, you can't do this and do that when you're making phone calls. And I watch her answer calls because she's like, I'm like, she answers everything. I'm like, that says spam on the phone. She answers. I'm like, why you answer? She's like, oh man, they got me. I'm like, why you answer? But then she says, why people don't do this. I'm like, you do what you say people ain't gonna do. You do it. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't think about yourself. That's being right. Follow and run the daggone play.
Yes.
In football, let me get my whistle. They do call me, I'm a real coach in real life. Coach football for many years, just so y'all know. I used to coach sports, but now I'm a business coach. So I'm a real coach, right? And there's a saying. In football, you got 11 players on the field. 11 players playing defense, 11 players playing offense. And there's a saying. It's better to have 11 players running the wrong play, going the wrong direction together, than to have one player running the right play and 11 players are going left and one player is going right. But that ain't the play the coach called. I'd rather y'all run the wrong play together. But if you really want to win, guess what you do? You run the play that's called in the huddle. That's when you get to the pros. See, in high school, I coached boys club, little league. Man, they be all over. You're like, man, they ain't running the right play. Quarterback throw the ball, the receiver went the other way, and to get an interception, then everybody blame the quarterback. Right? That's how they do. Man, the quarterback sucks. He sucks. Well, no, the receiver didn't run the right play, and the quarterback sucked. The quarterback got sacked, and the quarterback sucked. Everybody want to blame the quarterback because that's how people they don't know the game, but that's what they did for. You get to the high school level, this happens too. But now college says we got a limited number of college teams. There's only 135 Division I college teams, and there's thousands, literally millions of high school football player athletes. There's hundreds of thousands applying for maybe 10 to 20 jobs on 100 teams. Let that sink in. And now they get to pick the ones who know how to do what they got to do. So you have less people running the wrong place. But even I was watching my son, there every now and then some people will still run the wrong place. Like, man, they be in practice, the guys just won't get it right. But now you go one level up to the professionals. They don't get it wrong. You can't get the play right, you're out. You ain't got a job anymore. Are y'all catching me? Could be like, now we're paying y'all $1 million. You ain't got a job. We don't want somebody who can't run the right play. So some of y'all are still playing boys club ball with your business. Coach called a play, you just gonna do whatever. I'm not sure, I can't make the I don't like talking to people. I don't know if that's really gonna work. Cause see, what I want to do is you keep doing what you want to do because you want to be right and you don't want to be rich. See, some of y'all need to stop lying to yourself. Right or rich? Stop lying to yourself. I had to ask myself, I got a coach and mentor. And he's like, man, Eric, here, I'm getting to play. Eric, okay, go ahead. You keep being right. You do what you want to do. You ain't gonna get rich. You might, because you determined. But dang going, it's gonna take a lot of determination. It's gonna take a lot of determination. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go over here and get rich while you over here get right. See, some of y'all can't break free from being right. Where can y'all stay? I'm saying, that ain't you understand what's going on in my household. You don't know what I don't give a darn. Your bank account say you ain't rich. Eric, is your bank account saying you rich? Nope. Because I'm hanging around. Hey, you hang around 6 broke people, you be number what? 7. Hang around 5 people ain't rich. Guess what you're going to be number? 6. Hang around 10 people making excuses, you'll be number 11. As a matter of fact, let me share something with you. When you're building your business, I'm going to steal this page out of Nicole, man. I love it. Executive Director Nicole Elijah Pye says, man, Eric, 5 people get recruited and 6 people quit. If you're hanging around the wrong circle, you add 5 to your team, they leave and they take you with them. 5 get recruited and 6 quit. Why? Because you was hanging around the wrong circle, the people who ain't trying to get rich. They say they are, but they really ain't. They say they are, but they really ain't. Why? Just ask somebody, did you do this? Did you do your basic things? Nah, you ain't trying to get rich. Can you do it again and again and again and again and again? See, you can be broke again and again and again and again and again with a smile. People learn how to be broke with a smile. I can't do that anymore. I've been there for years, been broke and smiling. Hey, man, it ain't about the money. Then why you get them go to work? It ain't about the money. But where your family at? Oh, my kids, somebody, they in daycare center. How come you ain't watching the kids? I got to go to work. Why don't you watch your own daggone kids? You don't love them? Yeah, I love my kids, but it ain't about the money. So you make just enough to go to work to let somebody else take care of your kids. Why? But it ain't about the money. Man, stop lying. This was a call to wake you up. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? It is a choice. And just like Dorothy, she had the golden slippers, the ruby slippers on her feet the whole time. Y'all have everything you need the whole time. Instead, you searching for something else, the magic sauce. Man, what's the next magic sauce? If y'all was inside the studio, you notice we took time with every person. And there was not one person, when I helped y'all create your game plan, I never used any of my verbiage. I took the verbiage that you had and chopped it up for you to help you focus on what you already was needing. The difference is you was focusing on, most of y'all was focusing on the wrong things. I didn't add the content. I pointed out the ruby slippers on your feet. You already had it. Man, Susan McLean, you know how many times, Susan, I got to call you, I'm sorry. You was texting me, emoji face. Oh, I'm scared. I don't know. I don't know what the time. Oh my goodness. Oh no. And Susan, for many years, that's been your, oh my no, I don't know. And you sitting there with ruby slippers with that lights up and flashes like them little kids' shoes. It's saying, hey, hey, hey. Everybody's like, Susan, we love you. You dancing at it. Hey, no, I'm so, oh. No, stop it. Ain't attractive. It ain't Susan McLean. You was at 12 o'clock hitting your lines like a professional actress. Powerful. I saw you I saw you as day one. You been had the ruby slippers on.
Thank you, Eric.
It's been you day one. It's always been you. Don't let your environment determine who you are. See, Dorothy had to go through the Munchkin land because she was trying to find herself. Dorothy had to go through the flying monkeys. She was trying to find herself. She had to go through the woods. She was trying to find herself. Are y'all with me? She went through all these different environments, but she was Dorothy the day one.
You wanna?
Like, well, you ain't in Kansas anymore. That's because you don't want to be in Kansas. Click your heels, Dorothy, and you're right back in Kansas. You're right where you want to be as soon as you decide realize who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to be in your life, you can do it. Go for being rich and stop trying to be right. Back to you, Troy.
All right. Experts. If you don't get those nuggets that came out of this bonus meeting, I don't know what to tell you. But you just got served another master class by one of the best in the business. That's why it was so smooth. So let's again give this man a round of applause that is deserved beyond measure. We're talking about everybody. Coach Erik Robinson. Thank you, and thank you again. Well, family, this brings us to the Annie Willie Inspired Recap Relay, and this is where we get to reflect in 1 minute or less the best takeaway of today's masterclass. We're talking about today's masterclass. Let's not interject anything else other than what happened today in this masterclass, and then I'll pass the baton on to the next business runner. Are you ready? Let's get it. Oh, I see the hands up. We got business runners ready to run. Let's do it. Storyteller, you going first. Out of the blocks in lane number 1, Mrs. Tawana Chisley.
All right, 1 minute or less. I got up this morning and unfortunately had the news on. They talked about Trump's big, beautiful bill passing. And then you hear the Democrat side, this is focused on the rich. And what immediately hit me was, why are you worried about it? Just get rich. I was like, stop worrying about it. I really went there. So, and also, Eric, this story is very important to me because this is a story that I write. This is in my books. How to get through that journey. You go through it, you have the power to move. Something's going to hit you and say, it's time for me to get out. And this was perfect. This is why I know I'm on the right journey here. So thank you.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you. Storyteller for bringing it into the zone. We got an outstretched hand, and she is waiting to take it away. That is none other than Mrs. Marcella Braggs from the Bus to Big Bucks.
Good morning. Let me tell you, this right here, this was for me this morning. I mean, just like he's talking about, you got all the tools and Dorothy in the shoes, because that's sometimes how I feel. It's like I got everything packed out before me, and it's like all kinds of distractions and things that are just coming at you. But, life be life, but all I need to do now is just stay focused and get rid of the distraction. So this right here hit home, especially about the shoes, because I felt like that, clicking my heels and wishing I was somewhere else sometimes. So thank you, Eric, for this amazing training.
Yes. Thank you, Marcella, for bringing it into the zone. Very nice with some smoke. And now we're going to turn it over to the next outstretched hand, was none other than the passive wisdom of Dr. Teresa O'Day.
Okay, yes. Well,
Career or academics?
Hmm.
You know, talking about that, I know I started on that path, with academics. And then now the career, which is the entrepreneur. So we know when, I'm an educator, 23 years, Midland High School. And we, at the eighth grade, the years I taught eighth grade, we would ask the kids, are you choosing career or are you choosing, academics? So we know, like you said already, the A students are the ones who get all the degrees, and the dropouts, well, not necessarily dropout, maybe academics was too structured for them. Because, giftedness, it's now, I had the opportunity of, teaching the high achievers and gifted. So that structure doesn't work. So a lot of them, it's not that they were drop out, but academics, it wasn't structured for them. So, but now, the whole new age right now. So we're going the academic and the career route, because
You know it.
academics, yep, it doesn't predict academic mobility. We know that.
Come
So
on.
we got to get
Come on.
both sides of
Come
it.
on. Get it,
And
girl.
we got to be here on
Come on.
environments like this. So that's
Yes.
it.
That's what I'm talking about. Get it, girl.
Mhm.
Yes, indeedy. Dr. Teresa O'Day bringing it in the zone like nobody's business. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you, lady. Thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing it home. And we got the next outstretched hand that she's passing it to, and that is none other than the woman called Gachi.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, family. Thank you, Eric. This definitely hit home for me. You have everything you needed the whole time. Don't let the flying monkeys get you. Know that you have the courage, you have the heart, you have the brain, the smarts to do it. And also, how the A student may work for the C student. It's all about speed. Like the C student just goes, and this is a numbers game. The more people you touch, the more seeds you plant, the more you see the growth. So I just say, let's go. Let's go. Let's not stop thinking about it. Stop being an overthinker. Just do
Let's
it.
get it. Yes.
Thank you, Gaji, for that 40-second split, girl. I thought you almost could have dropped the baton right after you said, man, you called me coming past those flying monkeys. That thing right there messed me up. with that being said, let me just say right now, it is not over yet. You think the race is over? It is not. Get ready, because now it is time for us to cross the finish line, and with somebody that knows how to do it better than anybody else, come across there with the chest stuck out. And she is a phenomenal note taker. That personified anchor leg of the day that does it like no other. She is an international recap specialist that captures it all. And I'm trying to tell you, nobody does it like this woman called Meri.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you. Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. It's Winning Wednesday. Stay plugged in to consumers and people needing insurance. Don't lose focus on the things people need. Sometimes you have to make adjustments and keep moving. We have an opportunity to transform our family and other families. Keep planting seeds. That seed will always have a harvest. Do you think we get all the tools we need inside Xperia through USAX? Yes. Do you get the how-tos, the instructions to go with the assignment? Yes. If you teach a person to succeed, but don't teach them the how-tos, they will not do it. You have to have the skill set of self-driven leadership. We are getting everything we need, but they cannot give us self-motivation. If you don't want it, you won't move. Don't say no to anything that will elevate you. You don't have to be perfect. It's okay to make a mistake. Some people have to see it. Some people have to hear it. Some people have to see it and hear it. If you still don't understand and don't feel comfortable, remember, we have people to help us. Don't stop your grind. Stay motivated. Sometimes you'll be put into situations that will reveal things to you that you are moving in the right direction. When the opportunity presents itself, be prepared. The question of the day is, why don't people run the plays? The goal is to gain yards and get a touchdown, get that paycheck. You cannot gain yards if you don't run the plays. Remember, your business can be built off having good conversations with people. Take out of your head you're selling. Approach prospective clients and business partners with a conversation. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? We give you the plays, the how-tos, but what stops most people from being rich? We were not put on the path to be rich when we were born, and rich is a path. In The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy had to follow the yellow brick road, but there were some things coming at her trying to stop her. Who is throwing you off your course? We were never put on the right course. We were put in a maze to get lost. What did Dorothy need to succeed? She needed the shoes. She got the shoes in the beginning. She had everything she needed the whole time. We have everything we need to be rich. The employee track. A small few can get rich on this track. How do you know if your job can make you rich? Look at the facts without being biased. Is anybody getting rich? Does the employee's salary make you rich? No. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? Most people want to be right because we started on the employee track, which was built off of the school system. The school system was created to make better employees. We were already set on the wrong track from the beginning, and it wasn't the yellow brick road. A students worked for the C students. B students worked for the government. Stephen Jobs wanted to be rich, not right. He made mistakes along the way. Right or rich? When we get the play, we don't run the play. We don't like certain things, but we do the things we say people won't do. You cannot think about yourself. That's being right. It's better to have 11 players going the wrong way together than one person going the right way. Run the play that's called in the huddle. Stop lying to yourself. Rich or right. Break free from being right. Your bank account says you are not rich. If you hang around people with excuses, you will make excuses. When building your business, 5 people get recruited, 6 people quit. If you hang around the wrong people, you quit with them. Don't be broke and smiling. Wake up. Do you want to be right or do you want to be rich? It is a choice. You have everything you need. Stop searching for that magic sauce. You already have the ruby slippers on. Don't let your environment determine who you are. Realize who you are. You already have everything. Stop trying to be right and go be rich. That's it. That's all.
Man,
Rita, Miss Rita.
Yeah, Miss Rita. Always got it.
Yes,
Thank you,
indeedy.
thank
Yes,
you.
indeedy. As
Get
always,
it,
bringing
get it.
super
Yes.
value to us. None other than that
Awesome, love it.
phenomenal woman, that international recap specialist, Miss Rita. Give her a round of applause, y'all.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Ms. Rita.
Awesome.
And we all know that this Winning Wednesday, we can't win if you ain't in. So we appreciate each and every one of you for coming out, virtually coming out this morning to be on the call. And I would be remiss if I can't say, Money, we love you, man. prayers out there for you for total restoration, man. We see you plugging in regardless of what you're going through, making no excuses to build your business. We thank you, Money, and for that example. And now, before I give the mic back to everybody's coach for the announcement and the marching orders, since we all now know how, let me ask the question. What's next?
Drill it till you kill it. Till you kill it.
That's it, y'all. Drill it till you kill it. I'm Troy Gandy, your Index Voice of Inspiration, signing off from Good Morning Experts. Coach Erik, back to you.
All right. Well, thank you, Troy. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Uncle Jock. Thank y'all, Village, for doing what y'all do every day, Monday through Thursday. Nobody does it like y'all do it. I remember that James Bond song says, nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. I tell them that's the song I want to play at my funeral. So nobody does it quite the way you do.
As you.
Come on now, baby, you're the best.
Baby, you're the best. That's right.
That's my song. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we got our BTO 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know SED Academy is following right after. We got something for y'all for the SED Academy. Oh, you do not want to miss this. Also, holiday weekend coming up, 4th of July. Y'all know, get ready, Independence. You want to see friends and family. Y'all got to get your notebooks on, get your game face on. Tomorrow, I'm going to give y'all the holiday sauce. You want the sauce? There is some sauce, right? You know, McDonald's got a sauce. They got 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, tomato, pickle, all on the sesame seed bun. So you can get the sesame seed bun. You can go get the pickles anywhere. You can get some all-beef patties. I don't know if they're real beef anyway, but that special sauce, you can only get it at McDonald's. They ain't telling you what the special sauce, but tomorrow I am going to tell y'all the special sauce. I said, you want to be right, you want to be rich. Well, there's some special sauce to help you get off of that employee track and onto the entrepreneur track. And here's the thing, you can do both if you got the special sauce. You're not limited. Dr. Teresa said, I love it, Dr. Teresa. I wrote down what you said, 8th grade, 23 years of education, y'all. She's telling you, I'm the educator with the doctorate degree. And we're asking this questions in 8th grade. Do you want to be in the career path or academics? Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize they was asking me that in 8th grade. They probably just said, Erik, you ain't going academic. This guy here, they probably didn't ask me. They just looked at him. Nah, you know, he ain't academic. Right? I didn't even want to watch It's Academic. Remember they used to come on It's Academic when you was younger? Little TV show, It's Academic. They wouldn't even let me watch it. But now look. I got doctors on my team, educational doctors, doctors. See, I realized even a C student can have some A students in their squad if you're smart enough. Don't let them program you. So tomorrow, tune in. We're going to give you the secret sauce, how to deprogram yourself and get on the right track. And when I say the right track, I mean the right track of money, the rich track. We're going to give you some rich shoes. Troy, we're going to lace them up. We're going to give them the rich shoes. Rich run with a different set of shoes than the other people run because the track is a bit different.
I know that's right. Green shoes, baby. Green shoes.
The green shoes is a slippery track over there. You got to have the right. You got to have the right grip. The night will slide right on off. They look at him too. They're like, "Oh, he gone." That thing. They slide. You get on. You slide right on off. So with that being said, I don't know if DJ is going to be here to take us out, but I am going to give DJ a chance because I gave DJ some Cash App today, and so DJ, you need to take us home. Frank DeLeo has his mindset training for those who want to tune in. Tune in. Let the fun begin. See y'all.
Tune in. Let the fun begin. I like it. Hitting bars.
Green Gators.
Green Gators tomorrow. Oh, it's all Tawana. You just set that thing up. I don't know if y'all got DJ prayers for you, Money, but
everybody get a green sheet. Hey, everybody get a green. Hey, get the green sheet. Hey, everybody get a green sheet. Hey, there you go.